Hi guys. So I'm obviously in the middle of doing my hair, but I just wanted to show you right at the end how I do my curls exactly, because you guys always ask, and how I style it. So I've got my tong here. I'm currently using the Halo wand. I think it's like the medium barrel or something, but I've been using this for a couple of years now and I love it. It's really great. So I've clearly done most of my hair, and the way that I'm doing it today is I'm doing the curls off my face on both sides, so they're both going the same way off my face. So I will show you on this side. I'm going to take this bit of hair here, section that off. I try not to do chunks too big, otherwise they don't curl very well, and then I have to go over it. It ends up just being a mess. So like I said, I'm going off my face, so I'm curling it back onto the wand, and then I just wrap it around like so. I try not to twirl the actual strand of hair as I'm curling it, because that changes the curl a bit too, and I want that like consistent kind of glam wave tonight. So I just hold that on for about like 7 seconds, and then I let it fall into my hand, and I kind of hold it up a bit, not too hard because otherwise I'll burn my hand, and then let it drop. And then I let it sit there, and I will finish off this side. Ooh, okay. That's fine, that's fixable. There we go. Okay, now we're on the other side, so I'll show you again really quickly how I'm doing this. So I've sectioned off the hair, grab the wand, and again I'm going off the face, but now it's on the opposite side. So I'm switching directions, but still going back on the wand like that instead of curling inwards. And that's what's going to create that like consistent wave, as opposed to having your kind of more tousled wave look that is also quite popular at the moment. And hold that there, blah 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 blah, and drop. I always save the front for last because I want these curls to hold the most, because they're at the front of my head. Look at all my baby hairs. Isn't that crazy? And here too. I don't really like to hold the front curl because I want the curl to hold, but I don't want it to get too ringlety, even though it already is. Okay, so now that I've curled my whole head, I'm gonna let that sit and cool down for like a couple of minutes, just so I'm not brushing out the curl while it's still hot and setting. Don't need this anymore. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to run my fingers through it, probably run a brush through it. And since my hair is really clean, I just washed it, I'm going to use my dry shampoo to give it a bit of texture. I think dry shampoo is the best thing to use when you want to give your hair a bit of texture, because you're not making it greasy. And if I use this, it means that I can keep my curl for the next few days and just top up the dry shampoo as I go, instead of using multiple products and letting it get really gritty and heavy, which my hair does quite easily because it's pretty fine. So yeah, I'm using the Batiste, the new Hydrate dry shampoo. It's fantastic. So they have a few other versions out as well. I think there's a deep frizzer, there's a damage control, and there's volume. So I'm loving the Hydrate at the moment. I think that's best suited to my hair type and what I'm after. I have taken bad care of my hair in the past, so now I'm trying to use products that work really well with it, and the Hydrate dry shampoo obviously focuses on keeping that hydration in your hair, instead of, you know, some other dry shampoos which can make it feel quite bristly and dry. So I'm going to hold this about 30 centimeters away from my head, or at arm's length, and I'm going to section it off and just spray it through. I'll show you guys when I'm doing it. massage it into my head, and sometimes I'll take a brush through it as well. But I'm just gonna brush my hair out now. I'm not shy on the brush. I know a lot of people don't like brushing their curls out and prefer to use their hands, but I love a loose curl. So if it gets too loose, I really don't mind. Move back a bit so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so we are very curly today. My hair has taken to the curl a bit too well. Oh no. Right, well, this is not the look that I was going for. I'm gonna try to brush this out a bit more. Okay, so I've just put a tiny bit of water on my curls to try to flatten them a bit. I'm nervous now.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. So I'm gonna leave it for now, and what I'm gonna do is put my dry shampoo through it. So I'll give it a good shake. I've got a lot of volume in my curls, but the top here is quite flat, so that's what we are going to do. And then I just section it off quite roughly. I'm not too fussed about how I'm sectioning it, but you want to get it on your roots. So I'll give it a spray from about 30 centimeters back, or arm's length. And I like to spray it in little bursts. You can already see the volume, so that I'm not putting too much on in one spot and just kind of building on it a little bit. So now I'm just going to massage that through with my fingers. So as you can see, I've already got way more height in through here, which is exactly what I'm after. And when my curl drops, I will look less like I'm fresh out the 70s. So you can see how much height I can create now that I've got a little bit of texture through there, and it's still, like, you can see that. Look how shiny and clean that still looks. It's genuinely the best dry shampoo that I've ever used. You guys have probably already seen me raving about it on Instagram, but if you haven't tried it, you can go grab it from Woolies. It's so good, and especially for the price that it's at. That was my little mini hair tutorial. I'm probably going to go over this with a straightener later on, but I don't want to do that because I'm not leaving till a bit later. So I'll see how they settle, and yeah, I might even add some more dry shampoo in later as well, depending on how much more volume I want. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little accidental 70s curl tutorial. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I've done this makeup look and listen to a little bit about my skincare at the moment, I will link a different video below. Thanks for watching.